Oh yeah, thought I'd just do a little video because it's been a while, and I've reached a sort of transition point with my food eating, so thought I'd update you on what's been going on. But yeah, I think about January was the last video I posted, and that we moved into a place in England and stopped our travelling and living in nature, which I really like. Living in nature, it's like real, the authentic world, rather than the illusions of chasing your tail and going mad. So yeah, I've been on the old raw food for about a few weeks, basically, at least 4 weeks, just eating totally raw, no cooked food at all. Although my girlfriend kindly pointed out that figs, dried figs, could possibly be slightly cooked, so there you go. I like figs, and they're quite addictive actually for me. So I've got the sugar junkie in me. Just show you around here, it's quite nice. Summer's come. I've got a couple of eggs here. So yeah, so I've been eating raw, and I do feel like I'm missing stuff. Missing some things, probably B vitamins and some quality proteins and that. So I've kind of pushed this as far as I can go really with this raw thing. But saying that, I should probably be trying out like flax seeds, you know, trying out some different things before eating something cooked really. I know from my intuition that the eggs that I've got here are spot on, and they'll give me what I need, you know. I still feel like being mostly raw is definitely a way forward for being on a spiritual path and cleansing your system and feeling at peace inside, you know, and not overloading your body and your system, you know. I still feel like that's the true way forward, and it's most likely that for someone like me, definitely going back on cooked food all the time is not the answer either. I need to be having a mixture. So most likely only cooking the things that really need to be cooked. Say if I felt I needed potato or something, you know. So what it is at the moment, it's like sort of a bit of a lack of strength, I suppose, you know. Don't feel really weak and feel just about, you know, just about making it, but there's that feeling, you know, not been having as many oils as well. You know, the avocados get the oils which get in your hair and, you know, in your body and that, in your skin. And my skin's a little bit dry, and, you know, my hair and that. But I did cut out the avocados due to effects that were affecting me. So can't remember what that was now. Yeah, we cut it out because it was increasing our astral interference, so to speak. So we cut that out. But I mean, it's interesting really, because it's not always a case of totally cutting something out. You know, balance is really the key here, but it's learning what balance is, you know. And some people will be like, you know, balance is like, you know, 50 cigarettes or bloody, you know, I'm not smoking 100 a day, I'm smoking now. It's a really nice view up here. I've just got this new little phone for doing videos and that. Hopefully with better audio. The only thing is I don't like it when you get wind on the recordings, because you get so much. I was just checking out one of Dan the Man's videos, Life Regenerator, just to see what he's up to and see whether he's got some inspiration for me to make me decide not to eat these eggs. I think really the main thing, the main issue that's going on the planet with food right now is really addiction. You know, that's causing the most trouble. You know, it's when you get really caught on something and you can't let it go, you know. And whether you're whether you're a raw foodist or whether you're, you know, cooked food, or whether you like meat and whatever, the basic issue is the addiction. That's the issue for people, and overwhelming the system. Look at that view, it's nice, isn't it? I'm loving that. Just try and get somewhere where it's a little bit more sheltered and quieter. Yeah, behind here will do, that's good. That's a nice spot, that. I'm liking that. Oh, it's good to be out in the sun. It's been so long, this summer coming. It's just waiting and waiting. And being the type of person I am, I need the sun. I'm a sun person. Well, it's nice to be under the trees when it's too hot, you know, get some shade. So, we're currently in South England here, on a nice big hill. And it's just all started. So hopefully we've got a few months of this. So yeah, not really sure what to say in this video really. Apart from anything that might come up. But yeah, so there I was thinking, right, I'm going to break this raw food thing. I think it is good not to be totally, you know, full on with stuff. And to trust your intuition, you know. Your intuition will tell you what you need. So, but when you start feeling like you've not got as much strength, then it's not doing you any good, you know. And raw food, definitely going on raw food, you know, and cutting out things like dairy and all that, at least to begin with, gives you a certain boost of energy, you know. It can really do that, and most people agree that that's, you know, what happens. Or at least keeping the cooked foods and the other dairy and manufactured foods, keeping them down, you know, you get a boost of energy, you know. But if you go too far and then you've not got what your body needs, then of course it's going to weaken you as well. So I think it's a matter of trying to strengthen yourself on this path. But saying that, I mean, we've been living in this static caravan, which when we first moved in had mould issues and that, and we had to clean all that off. So I wonder sometimes whether part of the weak feeling is, you know, not getting enough fresh air and being in a good environment. So that's why I've got out here. But it's very interesting with all the food stuff, and I do think it's good to not be too religious on stuff, you know. But I also think there are ways for certain people which really lead to, you know, it leads to freedom inside, where your spirit feels good, your mind's operating fast. That's what's happened to me at the moment. My mind is just not, it's like sort of not having clarity and focus and real strength there, you know. It's like I'm a bit just like, you know, a bit like that. So it's like not really having much energy there really, and you need that to get on and do things, you know, in the physical world. But at the same time, I don't feel really off on a cloud or anything, you know. But that's not what you want anyway, you know. Of course you want to be grounded and really centered and really present in your life. Yeah. It's quite beautiful, this. Funny though, when I went to see the doctor to check out whether I'm alright just eating raw and being vegan, you know, I didn't have a lack of iron. So my iron levels are actually just fine. But what was the issue was vitamin D. So lack of sunlight, which was really interesting because we'd been in other warm countries, like, you know, a month or two before I had my test. So there you go. But I think some of us absorb, iron better, or the iron dissipates more easily. I think women use more iron up, so a lot of women will have more issue with iron, I think. This is why the craving for red meat and all that will come. It's interesting because basically with the food, you know, we're just trying to get as clear as we can and get our mental, you know, our mind working as good as we can, to feel as in our spirit as we can, you know, and as open, you know, and expressive. So, not quite sure what I'm saying now, really, but that proves that my food has not been right. So there you go. I'm hoping after I eat these eggs, I feel a little bit better. There we go. But it is dairy, and this is the thing. What I feel, we're talking about the vibration, you know, the vibration of the foods and the way the animals have been treated, and plants, you know, matters. And I've noticed that eating stuff like, you know, even the avocados, they were not treated right and they weren't happy. The energy, there's an unhappiness to it, because it's like we're putting them in a slave situation in a way. It's like where we're just taking and taking and taking and we're using nature for you know, for not just for our own food, you know, but the bosses of these companies, you know, are not always in the best place. I mean, some of them are nice people, but so it matters, the intention, what we have behind things matter, you know. Anyway, I'm going to stop this video because I'm not really able to kind of like talk to my full potential at the moment. Let's get this brain working again. Cheers. See you later.